This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Welcome back to Superior Bait and Tackle here on Seguin Lane. Oh, what an exciting time it is right now in the fall. Halloween's gone, October's gone, November's here. Full of hunting, full of fishing, everything's that. Give me a chance to brag a little bit. I'm going to show y'all this. We'll take y'all pictures. It says, excellent craft, Louisiana Outdoor Writers. I don't know how many years that Paradise, Louisiana has placed, but this is not to brag on me. This is to brag on our producer, Crystal Cox. You see this is third place? Guess where first and second went? Bayou Wild, Don and Crystal Cox. Man's hot. Not only these awards, they got national awards they've been winning. So congratulations to Chris, Don, our sister shows, and all the other people participate. Louisiana Outdoor Writers, thank you. It was hard to get that. We didn't get our conference in, but they do a great job. And all the sports writers, outdoor writers, all of them out there in the state, Louisiana, what an excellent job y'all do to get the news out. Thank you. Stay tuned. We got a little thing coming up right now with Chaz, and we're going to make another visit to the Star Tournament at Phil Witter's place on Jefferson. Stay tuned. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
All right, guys, what we're going to be fishing with today is some of the new colors on Charlie's Cajun Caco. We just came out with 5 new colors. You're just going to thread it just like a matrix shad, very similar to a matrix shad. This bait's a little bit more durable, and this bait's got a rattle in the belly. That's what it looks like, and you can hear that rattle right there. That rattle gives it a little bit more noticeability for the fish, gets their attention a little bit better. We're using it on just a 1/4 ounce or a 5/16 ounce black platinum, and we're just making long casts and get that bait out there, and we're just going to swim it over to some grass flats in the Pontchartrain Basin. Go. All right, guys, just like the last few years, you get into that October month before it gets a little cold. These fish, they want eelgrass. They want a certain type of grass that most estuaries provide. Or if you can find like sunken islands and stuff that's got grass on top of it, that's what they want. That's what we're fishing today. And we're simply we added some new colors to Charlie's Cajun Caco. This has got a rattle in it. This lure is super durable, a very tough plastic, and it swims very nice. This is a great little lure. We added 5 new colors to it just because we had a really good response from the salt and pepper one that we did. So we're breaking this out. The water's still pretty stained from Hurricane Ida. That rattle gives it a little extra noise in there to get the fish's attention, and let's put some fish in the boat. What I've been hearing lately is where they're really catching the fish, though, is in a deep water pass over there by Chalmette around Martella's Castle, and the breakthrough in the rocks over there into the Mississauga. That's been the real hot spot. Big migration zone for the shrimp, and the fish have been ganging up in there. Also, Bayou Thomas. There he was. Bayou Thomas, same situation, same layout. Fish have been in there. That's a big falling tide spot. They're probably there right now. But I just really enjoyed running these little swim baits over the shallow grass. It's a lot of fun. Another nice one. Another keeper. There we go. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Dockside TV. We're going to make it nice and short and sweet here. Using that got multiple new colors in Charlie's Cajun Caco. Catching school trout in Lake Pontchartrain. If you want to get your hands on some of these new rattling cacahos, Charlie's Cajun Caco that's got a rattle in it, make sure to subscribe to our Matrix Bait Box. We'll be putting multiple colors out there. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out all of our shallow flats videos. If you look at the published date, we usually shoot these around September, October, November. So, get your hands on some of these rattling cacahos, and until next time, guys, good fishing.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
As members of a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
STEMCO, your Touchstone Energy Cooperative.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
Welcome to the CCA Louisiana Star Banquet. This is going to be a great night. All of our sponsors are in the room, all our winners in the room. At the end of the night, we're going to have a lot of smiling faces.
Hi, I'm Kenneth Nash. I fished the Star Tournament, and I just won this truck. Just an average day fishing with a bunch of guys. We were fishing with a guide out of Venice, and lo and behold, I catch this redfish. I didn't know what I had until somebody said, hey, that fish has a tag in it. Next thing I know, these guys are telling me, you just won a brand new truck. I'm just blown away by it.
I'm Ed Sexton, and I won the boat in the East Division for speckled trout, 6.36 pounds.
I had a good day. I got out there and I caught 9 fish over 3 pounds. So the biggest one was a 399.
Jared Jessup, 2021 CCA Louisiana Flounder winner. I just thought I'd get beat. I thought I'd get beat, and I got lucky finally.
I was fishing New Orleans Big Game Fishing Club tournament on the Rebellious with Charlie Kaplinger, trolling, and caught the almost 34-pound dolphin.
So here we are with one of our young star winners, Sarah Clement, who caught her fish in Shell Beach. What did you catch, Sarah?
A speckled trout.
Was it big?
Yes.
And what you gonna do with your new boat?
Go crabbing, and fishing with my friends.
I'm Mike Fesco out of Sour Lake, Texas. I won a 21-10 Nautic Star for winning big trout in the West Division.
So the CCA is a great organization, and this function and all the other ones they have, you get to see a lot of people that you fish with or fish against, and it's kind of a reunion, a good time. You get to see guys that you don't fish with that win, and you get to visit with them, and so it's a great time, and we every year have fun when we come.
We put faith in our vehicles to connect us. We understand how important it is to have transportation you can rely on. So no matter what the road ahead brings, we'll be there, offering you and your family the support that's made Farm Bureau Insurance a trusted name for over 70 years. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana, and Berkeley Abu Garcia Fishing Report. And before I get into the fish report, I'm going to make this a news report too. There's a couple of news items I want to get through before I go to the fishing report. The main thing, East Ascension Sportsman League are back. They're going to start moving their meetings to Cabela's upstairs. So they got all the room they need, and they gave them a long time saying, y'all welcome. So if you belong to East Ascension Sportsman League, just get in touch, go to their website, and you'll see when the time's going to be. I thought I had it, but I looked at the email, and I couldn't figure it out, so I don't want to give you a false date. Coming up, you know, we got hunting season is going on. Bowie Outfitters is going to sponsor this for us. We're going to do a youth hunting photo. So every time you send me a photo and a story, okay, we're going to show it on TV. We're going to show you a picture. We're going to talk to them. Then we're going to get with Bowie Outfitters, and we're going to give some gift certificates from Bowie's coming from there. We're going to have a grand prize. It's going to be $150. Going to go to $100 and then $50 for the top three. So get those in. Gary at Paradise, Louisiana. If you have any doubts of what it's going to be, go by Bowie Outfitters and tell them Gary Responder sent you. This hunting season now, I want to remind y'all, when you take those pictures, make sure the light's in the subject face. Sun to your back, there's no shadows. You know, don't show a whole lot of blood. Show a clean shot, and do justice to the animal you kill. Now, any more news I got a little duck report. Now, the other day, Brendan Dubrock sent me something he saw on the internet. It was a satellite view of the ducks, the flight coming in. And to him, it was a little sad. He was showing it, and the satellite showed all the migration that are coming down now is all west of us. Well, you know me, I picked up the phone. I was going to try to get Larry Reynolds to come, but he's so busy right now. I'm going to get him on pretty soon. He looked at it, and he sent back to me. He said, I'm not an expert on the migration routes and how long they're going to last yet. You know, I study them. I try to do what I can, but I'm not an expert. He said, but I survey right now Louisiana, especially in the southwest, in the marsh soil, in the northeast, we're full of ducks. Catahoula right now is chock full of ducks, and they don't even have water yet. They're supposed to be closing the gate. So that's the duck report. It looks promising. Last teal season out toward Port Barry and them, where my brothers and them hunt, even in the woodbine had teal. So I've talked to a lot of people out. My buddies were fishing in Delacroix, some of my fishing report coming from there. They didn't see a whole lot of ducks, but that was before the last cold front. And Larry's telling me with this cold front, be looking, get ready, get your blinds ready. He says, he gonna put his head on the line? No, but he's telling you what they're seeing right now is promising. So that's our duck report and news. Let's go to fishing report right now. Island Marina, again, has been the best reports I'm getting is Shell Beach, Delacroix. Every time I get reports from that area right now, people are catching fish, catching white trout. They're fishing the cuts. They fish in the rocks. They fish in the bridges. Every time I hear the rigs out in Lake Bourne, everywhere I get, all the captains, Captain Mike Brantley is sending me report after report. Now, they had a couple of days last week. They didn't even go out. That wind was 30 and 40 miles an hour. they didn't go out. But it's all contingent on the weather. I'm getting a report again from Dulac. A lot of reds being caught. John Bernard, Gene Poole, out of T. Irvins, they still catch them redfish, the same old ammo, man. They're bait shrimp under a cork. I got a report from Cocodrie, and they were telling about the devastation and where they always fish and some of the places they do it, but they found a little island down there. And I'm talking about Keith and Melissa Fontenot sent me a picture. They had a few specks, I think 3 keeper specks, and they had a bunch of, there was no slot drum, but they had 2 large drum, and they're catching them on 8-pound test line. And Zepco's, I'm gonna tell you what, they had 5 bull reds, and they're using bait shrimp. They either tight lining on the bottom, or they free floating it. Wherever them fish are, they free floating. The reds are all running free floating shrimp, bait shrimp. So that's the report from Cocodrie, and that's the only one I'm getting from there. The other places, I'm in saltwater right now, I'm still hearing the devastation in Grand Isle, Lafitte. The people are working hard to get back. Some of them want to get back by spring. I heard a few people say they might be back for the Thanksgiving holidays, which, 3 weeks away. So I'll promise to keep you posted. Any report you got that will help anybody who want them to come in your area as far as saltwater, give me a call. The next hottest spot around right now is the combination of saltwater, brackish water, whatever, is Venice. World-renowned, one of the top fishing destinations in the world. A lot of the marinas down there are catching fish. They're up and running. Things looking good. But I'm going to tell you right now, bass, I got reports from friends of mine fishing down south, fishing the canes. They're catching up to 50 bass a trip. They ain't keeping, but they're catching over 50 bass a trip. Then they're going out and finding some other places in the now, you know they got the drains right now be coming up. Pretty soon, every year at Thanksgiving, I used to go with the veterans. We go there and we fish in Venice. We fish live bait. We fish them drop 30-foot holes, and we catch the speckled trout till we get tired. So and that ought to be on the making. I had a report at the store that they were catching fish down in the Venice area. That came from Ed Sexton. He won't lie to me by the way he's catching fish unless I'm in the boat with him, and then he won't tell me where I'm at. So that's the report in there. Venice is hot. Redfish, anything you want to catch, flounder, they're catching fish in Venice. Now, freshwater. You know, I made the trip to Henderson with Don and them, and the water was fluctuating. We couldn't understand what was going on. Don and Gary Haney went back the following week, and some of their friends, I mean, they were catching up to 40 bass. They ain't no monsters, but they're all good fish. They said that top 5, if they were fishing a tournament, would be anywhere from 12, 13, 14 pounds. But he says it was a lot of fun. Don caught his. You saw we caught him on top water. Don was catching them on a spinnerbait, chartreuse white and blue, and Haney was fishing June bug, red sparkle, or whatever. That's what it is. Trick worm, not the swimming worm, but he caught most of his fish on the worm. I don't know who caught the most, but when I went with Don caught the most because I was on camera. He's always picking on me and making fun about the black cloud and can't fish, but it used to be the day I used to whip his butt. Now, besides Henderson, Old River got a report from Blaine Salters. Same thing, man. Old River's hot. You find them. They find them off the edges. They find them on the docks. They're catching big sac-a-lait. They ain't catching the numbers. And he even had a report some people catching bass in Old River, in Morgan's Old River. The spillway, the water's falling. It's down low. I looked yesterday, Sunday. It was under 2 foot. It was 1 point something in Morgan City. That's tremendously low. And you look all over from Butler Road all the way, and the water's falling down. There's got to be fish in there. I didn't get any report. It might be they don't want to put it out on TV, but there's got to be fish in the Chapter Spillway. They were catching a lot of sac-a-lait and crappie, white perch, whatever you want to call them. But when they were fishing, they were telling me that the fishing wouldn't run it. They were schooling, but they wouldn't run it as big as sometime. In the wintertime, you get around Old River, off of Old River, Postee, and everything, sac-a-lait going to stack up, and you're going to find them in the normal places you do. They'll be with this water falling, they're going to be on the edges of them canals, crossover canal, anywhere. That's history. That's not a fresh report, but I'm just telling you the history of Gary responded fishing in the Chapter Spillway. That's what I look for. Now, let me don't miss nothing. Toledo Bend, still hot. Got to watch the weather, but they're still hot. Catching those sac-a-lait deep, catch them on shiners and jigs, but most of them on shiners. I don't want to miss nothing because y'all going to fuss at me. Let me see now. Spillway, that's it. Henderson, Old River, Venice. That's it, man. That's the top reports I got, and I can't think anything else right now. They're also catching bass in the Shell Beach, Delacroix, and all in the area right there, the Pontchartrain Basin, the Mystico. Don't forget, they're catching white trout too. There's no limit, no size limit. Keep them cold, freeze them fast. Most people won't know the difference. So, thank God. God bless Louisiana. See you next week. You're watching Paradise, Louisiana. And don't forget to check Chaz out. You check his website. I'm telling you that man is unbelievable where he's catching fish. There's a lot of captains right now reporting back me. All them legends like Dudley and Gallo, all them people are sending me reports, but not sending me reports, but I'm getting reports from other people that they're still catching fish. Go hire your guide till you learn that area. The guides are right there. They're not that expensive. They're so much cheaper than keeping a $70,000 boat up to date or having like me with a camp I'm not getting to use. One more time, you're watching Paradise, Louisiana. Thank you, Superior Bait and Tackle. God bless Louisiana. See you next week.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.